The sweet science of boxing has been entertaining audiences for centuries, and in that time, we've seen some truly exceptional fighters step into the ring. But what sets apart the greats from the merely good? What is it that allows certain boxers to transcend the sport and become true legends? In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at some of the most brilliant boxers in history. Let's see what makes them so special. First up, the GOAT, Muhammad Ali. There's no doubt you don't know about this star. Known for his technical prowess was Muhammad Ali. Dubbed the greatest by none other than himself, Ali was a master of psychology. Ali used his quick wit and sharp tongue to get inside the heads of his opponents long before the open bell even rang. But his skills in the ring were just as impressive, as he possessed a lightning-fast jab and a devastating straight right hand. Ali was also known for his footwork, which allowed him to dance around the ring and avoid his opponent's punches with ease. It's a cliche to refer to his fight with Cleveland Williams in 1966 as Ali's peak fight, but damn if it wasn't a good boxing perfection. Boxing is said to be about hitting and not getting hit. In 8 minutes, Williams hardly landed a punch, and Ali, well, he missed close to none. Ali waited a full minute before throwing his first punch because he wanted to demonstrate his defensive prowess and his patience in measuring his opponents. The jabs then broke free. Then a few snares, a lead right followed. An Ali shuffle was followed by the hook from the jab. The big cat's head was then snapped back with additional blows. Another amazing showdown was Ali's rope-a-dope strategy against George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle. In 1974, Ali faced off against the heavily favored Foreman in a highly anticipated match in Zaire. Ali, who was considered past his prime, shocked the world by using a strategy known as the rope-a-dope. Ali leaned against the ropes and let Foreman throw punches, conserving his energy while tiring out Foreman. In the 8th round, Ali unleashed a combination of punches that knocked out Foreman and reclaimed the heavyweight title. If that isn't genius boxing, I don't know what is. On number 2, Sugar Ray Robinson. When it comes to sheer skill and technique, few boxers can match the precision and elegance of Sugar Ray Robinson. Often referred to as the greatest boxer of all time, Robinson was a master of defense and counterpunching, able to slip and dodge punches with ease while dishing out devastating combinations of his own. He was a true craftsman in the ring, and his ability to break down his opponents with surgical precision is a testament to his genius. So what made Robinson a genius in the ring? There are numerous reasons for this, but let's concentrate on the basics. Opposition. Ray defeated Kid Gavilan, Jake LaMotta, Tommy Bell, Gene Fullmer, Sammy Angert, Fritzy Zivic, Carmen Basilio, Rocky Graziano, and Randy Turpin to become a dominant welterweight and middleweight champion. Longevity. Robinson became a professional golfer in 1940, and despite taking some breaks along the way, he continued his career until 1965. A remarkable achievement in and of itself. He had a remarkable 174 victories and 109 knockouts during that time. Durability. The only time Ray lost inside the distance was when he collapsed from heatstroke while challenging Joey Maxim for the light heavyweight title, a fight that he clearly won up until that point. In terms of ring IQ and fighting strategies, Robinson was extremely intelligent. Sugar Ray Robinson was able to quickly spot patterns in his opponents and work to expose any flaws. This is the best demonstrated by Robinson's flawless left hook against Gene Fullmer. In the lead up to the punch, Robinson was working on Fullmer and perfectly set the trap, knocking him out. Sugar Ray Robinson was able to box when he wanted to. He could use his full power more than when it was really needed. He could fight on the offensive or beat you in a fight on his back foot, and there was really nothing he could do. There's not just one sugar boxing genius, here's another one. On number 3, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar was a physically gifted fighter just like Robinson. First and foremost, he had extraordinary speed. He also had a heart to match his chin. Behind the media's darling smile was a killer and a boxer with a sharp mind, despite Leonard's bravado and flair. Leonard made it a point to expose you whenever there was a flaw in your game or training camp. 2 of these incidents took place against elite fighters from this time. With a plethora of natural talent, Wilfred Benitez was the youngest world champion in history at just 17 years old. However, Leonard was aware that the young man was skipping training and falling prey to the numerous temptations that a young world champion would face. Benitez made a strong start against Leonard before El Radar made a comeback in the middle. In the second half, Leonard started slicing Benitez's body down before winning the fight in the final round. There was also the no mask moment against Roberto Duran. In 1980, Leonard and Duran met in a rematch of their highly publicized fight earlier that year. Leonard, known for his quick footwork and hand speed, was able to outbox Duran for most of the fight. But in the 8th round, Duran, known for his toughness and endurance, quit on his stool, uttering the famous word "no mas" or "no more." This moment not only solidified Leonard's reputation as one of the greatest boxers of all time, but it also showed that even the toughest fighters have their limits. We're not done with all the boxing talk just yet. Here's another boxing genius. On number 4, Mike Tyson. One of the greatest ever, Tyson ended his professional career with a 50-6 record of 44 knockouts after 20 years. At 20 years, 4 months and 22 days old, Iron Mike became the youngest person to ever win the WBC, WBA and IBF World Heavyweight titles. Even though he was only a baby, he was the undisputed champion and the only person to hold the WBA, WBC and IBF titles simultaneously and individually. So why was Tyson a boxing genius? Tyson's knockout ability really made him stand out. He was an excellent defensive fighter who utilized his mentor Cus D'Amato's peekaboo style to perfection, in addition to having exceptional hand speed, accuracy, and timing. He was able to cut off the ring, unleash his own attack, and bob and weave his way through his opponent's punches. However, his power was what ultimately attracted attention. Literally. His trademark left hook and right uppercut combination was nearly unstoppable, and his 19 knockouts in a row at the beginning of his career, 12 of which came in the first round, were absolutely mind-blowing. Opponents were scared of Tyson, and understandably so. You could see that Tyson had the capacity of winning before the first bell. He had this fear factor in him, and throughout much of Tyson's career, he brought it to every fight. The men who were supposed to fight him couldn't handle it. His opponents had typically already lost as he paced the ring prior to the opening bell in black trunks, black shoes without socks, and a white terry cloth towel on his shoulders rather than a robe. In 1988, Tyson faced off against Spinks, who was considered one of the best heavyweights of the time and was the only boxer to have defeated Larry Holmes. From the opening bell, Tyson came out aggressive and quickly took control of the fight, ultimately knocking out Spinks in just 91 seconds. The moment cemented Tyson's reputation as one of the most feared and dominant heavyweights in the world. Here's another top-class intelligent boxer. On number 5, Manny Pacquiao. Without a doubt, Manny Pacquiao is one of the greatest boxers ever. The quality of his work over the past 2 decades is legendary. Manny's meteoric rise through the 8 weight classes from the beginning of his career as a scrawny flyweight to defeating Antonio Margarito for the super welterweight world title is well documented. The main focus of Pacquiao's spectacular performances has always been his speed and strength. Manny was always known as a devastating knockout puncher and a relentless storm of offense that opponents simply could not keep up with. He had a thunderous left straight that had defeated many opponents. Although Manny occasionally appears to be a wild puncher, there is a method to his madness. The science behind his favorite boxing moves is simply amazing, and he is as much of a genius as anyone. In 2008, Pacquiao, who had made a name for himself as a lightweight and junior welterweight champion, moved up in a weight to face De La Hoya, who was considered one of the best fighters of his era. Many experts gave Manny little chance of winning, but he proved them wrong by dominating the fight and ultimately knocking out De La Hoya in the 8th round. This moment solidified Manny's status as one of the greatest fighters of all time and marked his arrival as a mainstream superstar. The genius of a boxer is not only determined by his technique and physical attributes, but also by his ability to think and adapt on the fly, showing intelligence and creativity in the ring. It's these unique qualities that set the truly great boxers apart and make them true legends of the sport. A legend would also like and subscribe to this video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.